Dear children, welcome to the second session. In this session we will discuss the periodic assessment test questions. The first question is, which of the following are exothermic process? The first one is reaction of water with quicklime. So what is quicklime, children? Yes, it's calcium oxide. So when we add water, in that what will happen? It will convert it to what? Calcium oxide will be converted to calcium hydroxide. You can feel the heat will be generated. So it is exothermic reaction. The heat will be produced in that beaker. And next is dilution of an acid. So when we take acid, when we add water, so what will happen? The heat will be generated. So it's also exothermic reaction. And next is evaporation of water. Evaporation of water. You can feel the heat is generated there? No. It's not exothermic reaction. And next is sublimation of camphor. If you feel, if you touch during the process, the heat will be generated there? No. It's also not a exothermic reaction. So the answer for the first question is which one? A option, that is 1 and 2. That is reaction of water with quicklime and dilution of an acid. So A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer for this question. And next question is, so 3 beakers labeled as A, B and C, each containing 25 ml of water was taken. A, small amount of sodium hydroxide is NaOH, anhydrous copper sulfate and NaCl were added to the beakers A, B and C. In A we have to add sodium hydroxide, in B we have to add copper sulfate, in C we have to add NaCl. It was observed that there was an increase in temperature of the solution contained in a beakers A and B, whereas in case of beaker C, the temperature of solution falls. So which one of the following statements is correct? In beaker A and beaker B, if you touch the beaker means you can feel the temperature will be increases. You can feel the heat. But in beaker C, the temperature of the solution will be falls. It will be decreases. So what we can conclude with that statement? Yes, the beaker A and beaker B is what type of reaction? If the temperature increases means it is exothermic reaction. If the temperature falls, if the temperature decreases means it is endothermic reaction. So we can see the 4 statements. In beakers A and B, exothermic process has occurred. Yes, it is correct. The first statement is correct. And second statement, in beakers A and B, endothermic. It is endothermic? No. The beaker A and B is exothermic. And in beaker C, exothermic process has occurred. Yes. Beaker C is exothermic? No. It is endothermic. So, the option, which option is correct? Yeah, C. The first A and B is exothermic, and fourth option, C is endothermic process. And next question is, in which of the following is an endothermic process? That is dilution of sulfuric acid, sublimation of dry ice, condensation of water vapors, respiration in human beings. So in that, where the heat will be absorbed? The heat will be absorbed in sublimation of dry ice. And next question is, identify X, Y and Z the following balanced reaction. So here you can see lead, how many molecules, how many number of atoms for lead? 1. Here also 1. And next is nitrogen. Here it will be 2. Here it will be only 1. So here we have to put 2. If we put 2 here means how many oxygens are here? 4, 6, 7. But here 6 oxygen is there. So here if we put 2 means 2 in the nitrogen side means the nitrogen it will be 2. But in the product, but in the reactant, how many nitrogens are here? Only 2 nitrogen. If you put 2 means here also the 2 nitrogen will be there. But oxygen here it will be 4, 5, 6, 7. But here the oxygen it will be 6. If we put 4 in the reactant side means 4 molecules of lead nitrate. If we put 4 here, then the lead oxide it will be 4. It will not also balanced. But if we put 2 in the lead nitrate means, so here also it will come 2, here also it will come 2, and here it will come 4. The answer for this one is option B, that is 2, 2 and 4. And next is, which of the following involves combination of 2 elements? Combination of 2 elements, the nitrogen and hydrogen, it is a diatomic molecule. So here the nitrogen is one element, here the hydrogen. So the nitrogen and hydrogens are elements, rest of them are compound. Here you can see calcium oxide is a compound, carbon dioxide is also a compound, sulfur dioxide is also a compound, ammonia is also compound, HCl is also compound. So the element here it is nitrogen and hydrogen. So the answer it will be A. And next is the formula for ammonium phosphate. So what is the formula for ammonium? NH4 plus. For phosphate, PO4, the valency it will be 3. So the ammonium phosphate formula it will be NH4 thrice PO4. And next is, which one of the following process involves chemical reaction? Storing of oxygen gas under pressure in a gas cylinder, liquefaction of air, keeping petrol in a china dish in the open, heating copper wire in presence of air at high temperature. So the option D is only the chemical reaction. So others are not the chemical reaction. The answer for that is D. The equation Cu plus HNO3 gives CuNO3 plus YNO2 plus 2 molecules of H2O. So here we have to balance that equation. So hydrogen, here it will be 4. Here only 1. So if we put 4 here means hydrogen it will be 4 and nitrogen here it will be 4. If we put 2 here means, so how many hydrogen it will become? So here the nitrogen will be 2 and here the nitrogen it will be 2 means it will be balanced. So the answer it will be 4 and 2. Next question is, we have to balance that equation and we have to identify what is Y. That is the Y it will be 2. The answer for this question is B. So before burning in air, the magnesium ribbon is cleaned by rubbing with a sandpaper too. So what is the reason before the magnesium ribbon is heated? Why we have to clean? Because the magnesium is reacted with carbon dioxide. It will react with carbon dioxide. It will form magnesium carbonate. So that's why we have to clean the magnesium ribbon. And a chemical reaction does not involve. So the answer it will be D. Changing of the atoms of an element into those of another element to form new products. One of the chemical process does not involve in a chemical reaction, that is, so what is that? Melting of candle wax when heated. Which information is not conveyed by a balanced chemical equation? The answer for this question is D. Whether a particular action is actually feasible or not. Okay children, see you on next session. So the last question it will be the formula of lead 2 sulfate. The lead formula is Pb. The valency is 2. The sulfate formula is SO4. The valency for sulfate is 2 minus. So the lead sulfate formula is PbSO4. Okay children, so see you on next session. Thank you.